Unfortunately, we have had another tragic death in hip hop. Rapper Takeoff was brutally murdered on November 1st, 2022. He was shot, I believe, at 2:30 a.m. He was in Houston for a Halloween dice game with his cousin Quavo. Actually, I think Quavo is his uncle, but they're around the same age. But yeah, him and Quavo were in Houston for the dice game, the Halloween dice game, to celebrate Jay Prince Jr.'s birthday. Jay Prince Jr.'s birthday is on Halloween, and his father, James Prince, who is the senior James Prince, he is the CEO of Rapid Lab Records, and his birthday is also on Halloween. So they had a dice game, and then they say Quavo was arguing with somebody over basketball and over the dice game, and then people started shooting, and that's how Takeoff got shot in the head and the chest and the leg. And from the videos we saw, Takeoff was killed immediately. All the blood splattering from his head. It was very traumatic for me to see. The first thing, those idiots who were at the party with him, the idiots who were at the dice game, the first thing they did was pick out their camera phones and record Takeoff's dead body. But y'all want to say Black Lives Matter. Y'all want to say Black Lives Matter. But Takeoff died, and everybody's just standing there with their phones out like this is something for clicks and views. I didn't see anybody trying to help. I think we have become too desensitized to gun violence. And to see the video of James Prince Jr. walking right over Takeoff's body, it was so disgusting to me, because you invited him here to the dice game. This man gets shot, and you're going to walk by and you're going to say, don't ask me about nothing about that shit. I don't know nothing about this shit going on. I'm gone. What do you mean you fucking gone? One of the most famous rappers from one of the most famous rap groups of this era just got killed on your watch. And you say, don't ask you nothing about that shit? That's the reason I'm glad that they had the people were filming, because we wouldn't be able to see the evilness of James Prince and his sons without people filming the aftermath of the shooting. And I really hope James Prince and his sons get a RICO charge. This is the second death in a couple of weeks that involved James Prince at a dice game. A couple of weeks ago, a famous jeweler from Chicago called Duke 93 got killed in Houston at the dice game that was organized by James Prince. It seems like he's inviting dudes to the dice game and having them killed. I don't know what is going on, but there needs to be a thorough investigation. Jay Prince, who is the father, I believe he had something to do with the murder of Pimp C. I always say Pimp C was murdered. I know they say he died of overdose of cough syrup, but I always believed he was murdered. I never believed the lie that he was just in a hotel with a woman and then he drank the cough syrup and he died. So it's a lot of things that I don't like about Jay Prince. He's telling people to check in. Hey, you got to check in. You rappers need to have some respect. And when you come to Houston, you need to check in and mob ties. And we mob ties down there, and we're going to protect you. But you're not protecting these people. And then when they get shot, you walking over their body like you ain't had nothing to do with it. The disrespect is at an all-time high. The disrespect is at an all-time high. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And y'all say Black Lives Matter. But look how we treat each other. Look how we treat each other. Takeoff should not be dead. If what they're saying is true, and this wasn't some sort of a satanic sacrifice, if Takeoff really died just because this was just a random, accidental situation, then Jay Prince still needs to go down. This is all happening under your watch. 2 men, 3 weeks apart, have died at dice games that your sons have hosted. And I've seen no effort to show remorse or to say, you know what, we're not going to have no more dice games because it seems like it's getting dicey and people are losing their lives. I see no accountability. I see no accountability from these people. I wish Takeoff wasn't there. I wish he had went to Vegas and gambled. When you're making millions of dollars and you're getting money like Takeoff and Quavo, you have no reason to be around these random street niggas. You have no reason to be around these niggas that don't care nothing about you, that jealous of what you got. Wow, these young niggas really getting it and I ain't getting it. Wow, so they already real tight and salty about the success that these young rappers are getting. So why would you put yourself in a situation to be shooting dice with people from out of town? You don't know these niggas. Go to Vegas and gamble. All you rappers that like to go play cards and shoot dice and do all this dumb shit, go to Vegas and gamble. At least if you lose some money in Vegas, you still won't lose your life. This is unbelievable. This should not have happened. Takeoff should be alive right now. I think it's a setup, but we going based off what they say. If what they're saying is true, that this was just a random situation, even if it was a random, unfortunate situation, you still got James Prince walking over Takeoff's body after he invited him there. That's how you treat a guest? You invite him to come celebrate your birthday and he gets killed and you walking over, you're not consoling the family, the victim? He's dead on the ground, blood and brains splattered all over the floor, and you're not consoling him. You're not saying, oh my God, let's get some help. Let's do some CPR. Let me see what I can do. He's just laying there like a dog. Wow. Wow. This is why I say Black lives are not going to matter until they matter to Black people. Black people don't care about each other. It's no way I would be anywhere in public, and I don't fraternize. I'm a regular person and I don't fraternize. But let's say I was fraternizing and somebody got killed. I'm not about to sit up here and walk over nobody's body. I'm trying to help you. Trying to call 911. Trying to be there to make sure everything is going well. You know, you don't just leave somebody in that type of state. What's wrong with these people? Straight up demonic energy. You have to have the soul of the demon. You have to have the soul of Satan to sit up here and walk over somebody's body that you invited to the party. And he gets shot and killed on your watch. And all of a sudden it's, oh, well, we're not responsible for no grown man's safety. You're responsible as a grown man for your own safety. So why the fuck they got to check in? Or we don't do no babysitting. So why the fuck they got to check in? Why the fuck are y'all saying that y'all mob ties and that y'all run Houston, and we got to respect Jay Prince. If if these people are being killed when they come to his city, I want to see Jay Prince get a RICO. I don't understand how they online talking about mob ties and we're going to deal with this one and that one, and mob ties this and you got to check in. No, lock these motherfuckers up. These are some real grimy, evil men, y'all. Takeoff, the most problematic individual in hip-hop. He doesn't speak about nothing. Takeoff was not the talkative one. It was always Quavo who was talking in the interviews. Takeoff would just chime in with a sentence or two, but he was so shy. He didn't deserve this shit. Nobody deserves this shit, but especially not Takeoff. It was a tragedy. It was wrong. I hope everybody involved is arrested. I hope Jay Prince this is the beginning of his upcoming RICO charges. I really want to see Jay Prince get some RICO charges because he's wreaking havoc in Houston. People's lives are being lost in public arenas. What if some kids were at that bowling alley where they were playing the dice game and they got shot? I really do believe Jay Prince, his sons, and all the members of that gang, of that criminal enterprise called Mob Ties, they all need to go sit down and do some time. This is ridiculous. Hopefully arrests are made soon. A tragedy. A tragedy. If this is not a satanic sacrifice, and if this is a real deal tragic murder, my heart goes out to Quavo and all the other family members of Takeoff. But some tells me that this wasn't a random killing. But either way it go, whether it was a random situation or not, everybody involved is grimy except for Takeoff. Anyway, God bless Takeoff. Thanks for the music.